Good afternoon, everyone. I hope you're having a terrific Tuesday. I want to go live for a little bit today and share my auction wins and some of my jewelry purchases with you. So I hope you'll grab a cup of coffee or favorite beverage and sit down, take a break, and let me share my great jewelry finds with you. I had been shopping online, of course, as we all do, and I found a lot of good buys. I will wait for a minute. I got my coffee. I have my coffee here, getting ready to drink. And I'll have my coffee and wait for a few minutes to see if some folks come in. Everybody must be busy this afternoon. And maybe I'm hitting everybody at lunchtime. Well, I think I will go on, and I'll just hope that some folks come in, and if they don't, then you can watch the replay on this. First of all, I got some winnings in from Going on Grumpy, Barb, and I'll show just got this in. I did open it up, but I'm going to reopen it up for you. So I don't know if my chat's on. Maybe my chat's not on. Let's see here. Come on, computer. Oh, my. Wow, I think my chat wasn't on, guys. I didn't even see you come in. So sorry. You'll have to give me a break. Sorry about that. Let me say hello to everybody as I sit here in my house talking to myself. Hey, Carol, glad to see you. Vanessa, hey, sister from another mother, how are you doing? And Barb, I'm getting ready to show some of your jewelry. Hi, Sherry Berry. And Blandine Fretwell, I'm so glad you're here. Jimmy Guy, it is a Tuesday. Yes, it is. It's not terrific, huh? Well, you know, I tried to be positive, so I hope I'm not giving you too hard of a time with my positivity anyways. So, all right, well, I'm glad you're all here. I guess I just didn't click the thing and get the chat going. So, and as I was saying, I was going to open Barb's first here and see what goodies we have. Okay. Oh, this looks like an extra. That's pretty. Isn't that cute? It's a little Christmas charms there on a charm holder. Oh, that's cute. I like that. See if I can get that to focus. I'm really working on that. On a really nice chain from Kohl's. I do shop at Kohl's. I hate to admit. I know they're overpriced, but I work the deals and managed to get some pretty good deals at Kohl's. So, but that's just real cute. I love that. Well, thanks, Barb, for throwing that in. I appreciate it. I knew I didn't order that. Oh, here we go. Here's what I ordered. Here's what I bought. I see it here. This necklace. I'll sit back a little bit. I got my camera up high today, so you'll have to let me know. I've been trying different angles, there we go. Isn't that pretty? I love black jewelry. And I just think that's really pretty. Where's the haul from, Sherry? This one is from Barb, Going on Grumpy. She had her sale. Well, she has a lot of sales. This is one of them. This is one of them that I purchased this necklace from. And I just love that black. those black stones in there and the black beads. It's really very pretty. I like that. I love black. I think that's pretty. I'll be wearing this. I really like the look of that real well. And this one I just love. You know, I like the sparkly. I'm like Carol. Let's see if I can get it to show up good here. Oh, yeah, there we go. Isn't that pretty with the little dangling down? It's kind of a, kind of a sky blue type. It's just a really pretty blue. See if I can come back a little bit. And it's open in the back. It's a nice made necklace. Very pretty. Put it up. Sometimes I think it looks better when I can get it up against the skin and you can see it. Yeah, I thought it was real pretty. And it came with the little earrings to go with it. Little danglies that I like these kind of levers. I don't know what you call this, a snap close. Probably not using the right name, but I like that because they really stay on. Hey, Angie. Hi. Thanks for coming in. I'm so glad to see everybody today. I'm having a terrific Tuesday, so I'm just trying to spread my joy and positivity if I can. So that was what I got from Barb, that set, and the black necklace, and then the Christmas charms that she sent in. And I have on, I also wanted to show you, I'm wearing jewelry from Bargain Shopping's pop-up sales, Carol at Bargain Shopping. There are two necklaces that I have on. This is one that has the little rectangular beads on it. I don't know, you wouldn't call these beads. What do you call them? Angie, give me a word. This one has little silver on it, and this one has sparklies, kind of a topaz-y brown type color. And one's silver and one's a sparkly, and they go all the way around the necklace. And this is chains. This is just cool. It is white, and you can't see on camera, but it has gold through it too. It's like white and gold with like flecks of gold braided through it. It's just really, really pretty. And I just love all the little chains. You can like play with it. Hey, Tanya, good afternoon. Good to see you. I hope you got your cup of coffee. I've got mine here. And I do cups and saucers too. So there's my cup of coffee. I'm treating myself this afternoon. So I hope you got yourself a beverage and something to take a break and enjoy. So anyways, I put the two of them on together. And I just love it, Carol. I love this white necklace. I won't be giving it away because I'm going to keep it. I love it. And she sent, as a little gift for me, are these beautiful clip-on earrings. Aren't those gorgeous? And they've got kind of a bluish gray tiger's eye in them. I just love them. I think they're really pretty, and they're really nice quality. Let me turn it around. You can see the back there. I just love them, Carol. And they're really very comfortable. So I thought, well, they match everything I got. So I'm just going to wear them today. So those were from Carol's pop-up sale. I'm going to go back and put everybody's link down below. And make sure you go over and check out Carol's pop-up sales. She really has some really cute jewelry. And I think you will start to see them in some of the videos. I know Lori from Creative Lori wears quite a few of Carol's pieces in her videos. She likes the kind of statement, chunkier type necklaces, and she has worn some really pretty ones that she got from Carol's sale. So make sure you check out Carol. Make sure you check out Barb at Going On Grumpy. That's the two I've showed you already. And then I got in a package from Elizabeth from Makeup Zombie. And we'll take a look at that. I was really excited about this too. I just get excited about jewelry, period. And that's why I have to come on and share with y'all, because you're the only ones that care. Okay, let's put this right here where I can get to it. The first one I got was this necklace here. It's got kind of a, I'd say medieval type look. Let me get it around here. Here we go. Isn't that pretty? I just love that. See if you can see that main stone there. I think maybe my light in the back is, let me try that, turn that light off and see if that's any better. Yeah, still got a little bit of a glare. Maybe it's this one. We'll just keep working on it. And is it too dark? Am I okay? I've been messing around so much with my lighting. Sort of Etruscan? Is that what you're saying, Angie? Etruscan? I'm not sure. I've heard that term before, Angie. Did Dawn come in? I didn't see Dawn. Oh, there she is. Hey, Dawn. How you doing? I'm losing my train of thought here. Dawn came in and I got all discombobulated. This is the hook here on it. Has a little heart and it's the toggle clasp. Let's see if I can, I don't know why I need to undo it. I don't really need to undo it, but it's got crystal beads all the way around with the white and black stones, and then little silver placements here. It's just really, I just really like it. I think it's cool. And it's got the black in it again. Let's see. Yeah, that looks a bit better. You can kind of see the how it looks there. Let's see who else. Hey, Bianca. How are you doing, hon? I hope good. I hope you still got daylight while this video is on. Yeah, there we go. You can kind of see it a little better. There. There we go. I think that's kind of pretty. And what else? Oh, I got this one too. This one's pretty. It's a little different. It's going to be kind of hard to show. It wants to kind of twist around. Let me see if I can get it to behave here so you can see that. It's kind of a matte gold with rhinestones, either rhinestones or CZs. I can't really tell for sure. And this is, what brand is this? This is Kenneth Cole. And it's just a really kind of a simple, but I think it's going to look really pretty on, especially layered with other necklaces. So I got that. And then what I was most excited about is these bracelets. I got 3 sterling silver bracelets. First one is this with the arrow pointing, and it has the little hook that comes off and you snap back on. And it's got kind of a sparkly type. It's, I guess you call that kind of a diamond cut, where they cut it to kind of have a shimmer. It's not rhinestones, but it's got a little shimmer to it. Bianca says she can't wait for spring. I definitely need more light. Hey, tell me about it. Oh, thanks. That's my other item, Lynn. You may recognize it. Some of you aficionados out there, I think, may recognize the bracelet that I have on. The next one, and I haven't had a chance to really look at this. It has got some writing on it. It's very thin. and it's sterling silver. It has one of the really nice clasp where you pull the little clasp out. I don't know what you call that little thing, but you pull it out, it hooks over, and then it opens up and has a little there's a little thing sticking out there, and then it kind of sticks into that part, and then you bring that little clasp back over and pop it in. So let me put it on. I think it will look better. You can probably see it a lot better when it's on. And it's got writing on it. I haven't even had a chance to. There you can kind of see it. I don't think you can see the writing on there. Yeah, it's a little hard to see. But it also looks like hieroglyphics, but I haven't had a chance to look real close at it, but I will be taking a look at it. It's a pretty good sized bracelet. I didn't realize that. I may have to stack some ones in front of it to keep it from going down so far. That kind of bothers me when they go down. And the last one I got was this with the elephants on it. Aren't they cute? All the way around the bracelet. And this is a nice sized bracelet. It's fairly big. So I was kind of disappointed it's so big and I could get it probably resized, but if anybody loves elephants and they're interested in a sterling silver bracelet, I am going to post it. Make sure I got it right side up here. The elephant shouldn't be upside down. But if anybody likes elephants and they like sterling silver bracelets, I am going to post it. Or if you are interested at all, just shoot me an email. I'll put my email below, largoriggs@yahoo.com. And this one will be for sale. And then I got this. This was not from the same sale, but this was also from Elizabeth Makeup Zombie sale. Now, I know there's some aficionados. I wished I had something to send you today, but does anybody in the chat know what the designer is on this bracelet? Oh, Angie. Ding, 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 ding. I knew you'd get it. Yeah, it's Sarah Coventry. Isn't that gorgeous? I mean, it's got the white and silver. I just love it. I think it's really pretty. And this is not usually my style, so this may be up for sale too. Angie says, ding, ding, ding. But I think it's really pretty. I was just kind of on the fence about whether to keep it or I may do one of the deals where I post it and list it and then wear it until it sells and then give it a good cleaning and send it on to its new owner. So yeah, I thought you would like it, Angie. And I keep forgetting I'm in a Sarah Coventry, part of the Sarah Coventry Facebook group, but I rarely get in there. My email, Vanessa, is largoriggs@yahoo.com, and I will be putting it down in the comments down below. I usually go back and do that afterwards. So, and I'll put all the links for everybody that I got purchases from, and so you can go straight to them. And I know that makes it nice and quick. I really like that when you can click on yes, I will, Angie. And I thought I might I wanted to post this in the group. And I have another set. I don't know if I can get to it. I hate to dig today while y'all are sitting there. I don't want to make you wait, but I have another set that's a bracelet that has different colors on it. It has rectangular acrylic stones, and then it has the earrings to match. and it's very cool. So one day I'll share that one with you too. I don't want to dig today, but I didn't have it out and ready. So I will get that one to you. And what else did I want to show you? I'm kind of just doing this like ad lib because I was so excited when I got my mail that I wanted to share these things with you. I did want to share with you too a couple things I got over the holidays when I was out shopping. And one of them is this little box. I'm hoping I've got it full, but isn't that pretty? And it's got the little dividers in it, and it's heavy, and it has the pink, sparkly pink all the way around with the nice gray dividers in it, and I've got it full of jewelry. Do y'all do this? Do you just start putting stuff in little boxes, and then you just got all these boxes of jewelry all over the place? Well, I do. And it had, I'm going to have to get the old, what is that, Goo Gone out. I can't get that doggone tag off. I just hate it when they do that. I should say hates. I don't like it when they do that because it just is so hard to get some of those off. And she says she needs 3,899 of these pink boxes. You have so many like these too, Vanessa. I'm glad I'm not the only one. And you can see this is more jewelry that I've gotten from lots. And see, I'm going to knock the whole thing over. And I just start stuffing it in there. And then for my Christmas present, my daughter got me another one. And look at this beauty. Isn't that cool? It's pink, sparkly with some sequins and things in it. It's just really cool. And then it's got quite a few little sections. You can see I haven't quite got it filled up yet. This is kind of my room box. This is stuff for my room that starts gathering on my dresser or my nightstand. And so I thought, oh, well, I'll put them in this pretty box. You know, but at least jewelry in a box, I think, looks prettier than just laying out on your nightstand or dresser. So that's my bedroom box, for lack of a better word. Let me have a sip of coffee here. Take a look at the chat. I love the bling too, Lynn. I'm a big bling, and I know Carol does too. Oh, hey, Anita, I didn't see you come in. Hi, okay, see you in a bit. This needs to speak to me to speak English, huh? Angie says, I have actual vintage jewelry boxes for my Monet collection, but I need like a few more. Don't we all? And I have 3 big vintage jewelry boxes that I'm debating on whether to sell or not. So right now I'm in that mode where I'm just enjoying them so much that I can't give them up. So they're going to probably stay with me. Joe, hey, Joe, good to see you. And Jennifer Hayes, I just saw you come in. Joe, you hit the nail on the head. That's what I need, is more space. I have a small apartment, and really that's why I've just kind of downsized to just jewelry. I sell coins and jewelry and some purses. I do like purses, but I just don't have room for a lot of stuff. And the jewelry I can, store fairly simply. I'm trying to watch the chat here too. Dawn, you're doing a de-hoarding challenge this month. Is that like Marie Kondo challenge? You'll have to let us know. I'm interested in that because I hate to admit it, but I am a little influenced by Marie Kondo. I mean, I would like to get rid of some stuff, especially some clothes. I got way too many. Oh, Angie says she's in, Dawn, and Joe says she has a small apartment too. Yeah, I do. Well, I say it's a small apartment, but I tell you what I've been doing lately is I've been watching these YouTube videos on people looking for apartments in New York. And they are looking at these studio apartments that don't even have a bedroom. Some of them might have a little small bedroom, and they're $1,700 a month for this little tiny space, little tiny kitchen. So it's kind of given me a new appreciation for my apartment, because I got a heck of a lot more room than that. And I thought, man, I couldn't imagine being a reseller and living in a place like that. So it made me kind of happy to be where I'm at. And I do love my apartment. It's, a 100-year-old bungalow, and I live in the historic landmark here in St. Pete. And most people are probably not familiar with Al Lang, but years ago, he was the mayor of St. Pete. And this is his court. What he did was him and his wife went out to California for vacation, and they had what they called these courts, bungalow courts. And they face each other. All these houses here, we face each other. So it's a little different situation. We have a walkway going down the middle. And then, of course, I have alleys in the back of both sides. So it's a really cool place, and they give tours through here. It's kind of funny. I can sit up here in my little sunroom and see all the people lined up on the walkway for the tour. So it's a pretty cool place. I enjoy it, and it's got all the original wood and aesthetics. I think some of you have seen my videos. All the doors have those gorgeous crystal knobs on them, and it's just really cool. I have the old-fashioned bathtub in my bathroom, so I enjoy it. I'm kind of an old vintage gal myself, and it gives me comfort, because it reminded me of my childhood. When I first came into this apartment and looked around, I just felt so comforted. I just felt like it just charmed me. And I felt like it was bringing back memories of when I grew up, of my grandmother's house. And it just charmed me, for lack of a better word. And I moved from a 3-bedroom house, downsized after my husband died, and then moved into a smaller place. So I did willingly go to a small place, but now sometimes I kind of wish I had that big garage to stash stuff in. But if I did, I'd just keep hoarding more. So let me take a look at the chat here. Limby says, serious decluttering here soon as spring arrives. Yeah, Lynn, I don't think I'd be wanting to do it in the winter. That's for sure. And I think Dawn said something. Dawn, what were you paying, like $10.25, and you were going to move? I was trying to go back up here. I'm missing some of it. I didn't see what you said. It went by kind of fast. It's a great place, Angie says. It is, Angie. I really love it here. It's just got that history to it that I crave so much, and this is why I enjoy this community so much, is the fact that we all have that love of history and vintage and pre-loved items, and introducing these items back out to be loved by other people. I think it's just exciting to me. I really, truly enjoy it, and I always have. And Limby says she never liked clutter. It drives me crazy. Lynn, I don't either, but I consider myself to be an organized clutterer. Now, I have a lot of clutter, but it has to be organized. My magazines have to be stacked. My books have to be in the bookcase, and, things have to be clean, the floor vacuumed. I mean, it's just orderly clutter. So I consider myself to be an organized clutter person. I like organized clutter. And Joe says she pays $10.25. Yeah, I imagine, Joe, I pay $1,100 for a small 2-bedroom. So it's California is crazy. My brother used to live out there, and I'm telling you, he paid almost $500,000 for a very small house. I was just shocked. I think his mortgage was like $3,800 a month, and I was just like, whoa. Well, Dawn says hers is about $1,500. Yeah, that's about the going rate, I'll tell you, for renting. You know, with California and St. Pete here, I don't think we're quite as bad as New York is, but we are pretty high. Yeah, Dawn says renting in California, it is, Dawn. It's crazy. Even buying and renting in California is super expensive. Hi, Lori. Glad to see you. Thank you for coming in. It's really worth it. Is it really worth it? I don't know, Angie. Sometimes I wonder, but you know, you do what you got to do. Scam likely. Goodbye. Oh, I'm irritated at those scam likelies. I get so many of those calls a day. Jennifer, what are you paying? You pay $575 a month for a 2-bedroom mobile home. And oh yeah, because that's what you run into in the mobile homes. Yeah, if you have a mortgage, you generally also have a lot rent too, and some of them maintenance costs too. Angie says she never answers her phone anymore. I don't either, Angie, unless I know the number and I have my contacts in. And unless I know the number or I know that I'm expecting a call, I don't pick up. I just don't do it anymore. It can go to voicemail and I'll get back to them. That's the way. My life is not ruled by my cell phone. I just refuse to let that happen. And it drives my youngest daughter up a wall. I mean, they are attached to that like 24/7. And it drives her nuts. My phone will ring and she'll be like, Mom, your phone's ringing, your phone's ringing. I'm like, I know. I said, I'll get a message. If it's important, they'll leave me a message and I'll get back to them. And that just drives her nuts. But not me. I'm not going to be tied to my phone. And she says, no one call. Well, Angie, give me your phone number and I'll call you just so you can have a call and you can see that it's me and you won't have to worry if it's a solicitor or a scam artist. Let's see what Bianca says. She's got a nice long message here. I should try that. Maybe I should put inventory under my bed to get that experience. I've got not much jewelry yet, but hope to find more. But I have tons of other inventory, and it's always fun to find things I didn't even know I had. I know. I started getting ready for this video. I was kind of starting to pick through these boxes and go, oh, I forgot that I got that. I'm like, okay, hold on. Don't get distracted. Do y'all get distracted like that? With your jewelry, you're supposed to be doing one thing with one set of jewelry and you start looking for something and then all of a sudden you find yourself going through that stack of jewelry. It's crazy. I hope I'm not the only one. Dawn says, Greek people aren't allowed to move away from their family, so I don't have a choice. Are you Greek, Dawn? I didn't know that. I didn't realize that. You know, my dream trip is Santorini, Greece. I mean, I'm hoping one of these days that somehow, some way, I can get to Santorini, Greece. I just think it is just absolutely gorgeous. I could just see myself on one of those white adobe verandas with a cool glass of wine, or maybe ouzo, I don't know, depending on the mood you're in. But that beautiful Mediterranean Sea, oh my God, that's just like a picture of heaven to me. So I hope someday I get there. Dawn says she gets distracted by anything. I do that too sometimes, Dawn. It's my attention span. Sometimes it's kind of short, and I like to always be busy. I think somebody the other day said, I think it was Margaret in one of her videos said she's just always got to be busy and she finds it hard to sit down and relax. And I'm that same way. I find it hard to sit down and watch a movie all the way through unless it's something I really, really want to see or really enjoy. Then I can relax and sit and watch it. But otherwise, I'm just like, I always got to be doing something. And Lori says she wants to retire on the coast of Italy or France. Yes, Lori, that's my other place. I'd like to go to Tuscany, Italy, and Paris, France are my other on my bucket list too. I definitely agree with you there. Dawn says she wants to go to Santorini too. Well, we'll have to go together, Dawn, see if we can stir up some trouble. You've been to Athens and it was icky. I had a friend in college that had family in Athens, and she would go to Athens on her leave from school. And I've got postcards and things that she brought me back from Athens. In fact, he was the one that put the second piercings in my ear in college, is why I remember her so well. That's back in the days when you put ice behind it and got the hot needle and ran it through. Oh yeah, those were the good old days. Dawn, she'll room me with you in Italy, Lori. We could all go. We could all, wouldn't that be fun to just have a big group of everybody and just go and just have a good time, just forget about everything, just enjoy life and forget about all of our troubles and our bills. And oh, it would just be wonderful, just wonderful. And you got to have dreams. I feel like if you don't have dreams, you die. It doesn't mean all your dreams are going to come to fruition, but if you don't dream, then what have you? And if you ain't got hope, you ain't got nothing, you know? Angie said she had the needle and ice pierced ears too. What were we thinking? I know. And my first ones I did back in the day, I don't know if y'all remember, but they used to have the little self-piercing earrings, and you would put them on your ear, and they took about 2 weeks. Supposedly, you would keep kind of pushing on it, and in 2 weeks' time, it would finally go through your ear. And that's how I did my first piercings with that. And I'm telling you, mine went through in about a week. I just kept pressing on that sucker and pressing on it until that it went through. And then when I got to college, then that was when I decided that, the big thing then was to have double piercings. Who knew they were going to have them clear up their ear one day? But back then, the double was popular. So that's how I ended up getting the piercings from my friend. And over time, actually, this one has closed up. It was a little close to my earlobe, and the earrings were a little uncomfortable, so it has closed up. So I just went to wearing two on this other side. You can't see it too well, but there's my other one. So I just wear two on one side, and the other one has closed up. Yeah, you have one, Angie, that's closed up. Yeah, mine is. And I like the clips too, because I was stupid enough in the 80s to wear them big, long, heavy earrings. And I'm telling you, them stretch the crap out of your ears. So now I've got, the piercings are not a little piercing. They're like a slit almost from where I got them stretched out from those big old earrings. So I try not to wear them anymore. That's why I like lighter earrings, and I've been kind of getting back into the clips because you don't have to worry about it. Hey, Cindy, Jewelry Nurse, thanks for coming in. Good to see you. Enjoying seeing everybody. Ooh, Dawn says she spent 2 summers in Italy. Most fun. Where were you, Dawn? My brother worked for 2 years in Turin and lived there for 2 years. Vanessa, I hope that's okay. Am I showing? dang, Kathleen, you could have just iced your and stabbed your ears to get them in. Well, that's basically what I did. And it was because I was so aggravated with my mom. My mom would not allow me to get my ears pierced. And she said I had to wait till I was 18 and decide whether I wanted to put a piercing on my body. So as soon as I turned 18, I rushed out and got those self-piercers. And so I was mad. I was pushing. I probably could have just stabbed them myself. I was wanting my ears pierced so bad. And don't you know, about a year after I went to college, my mom got her ears pierced. And I was really honked off. Said, all those years she was so against piercing, and then she went out, and her excuse was that she couldn't find any cute clip earrings, that everything was pierced. So she had to pierce her ears to get cute earrings. I think that's a likely story, I'll tell you. It is okay. I don't know. You haven't worn earrings? Do you have pierced ears, Dawn? Hi, Angie, Jackie, jewelry nurse, me too. Your ex-mother-in-law is a professor at UC Davis and taught there every summer. My home base was Florence. Oh, Dawn, how cool. Oh, that is really interesting. Because, yeah, I was hoping to take a trip to Italy a couple of years ago. And then I was going to go visit my brother because he was living there, him and my sister-in-law. And then his next contract didn't go through, and he was coming back home. So I missed my chance. That's not, oh, good, Vanessa. I wasn't sure if I should click on that or not. I'm a little reluctant. I get even nervous being a moderator because I just hate to think that I block anybody that shouldn't be blocked. So I try to be real pragmatic about looking at people coming into chats. And generally, I always try to click and go over to their channel to see, do they have subscribers and how new they are, and try to look at it if they're not making, crass comments or something. So it's not your main, Dawn. Isn't that funny? I had a nose piercing and a belly piercing, but took those out years ago. Yeah, Lori, tell me about that. Dawn's got 3 in each ear. She pierced them herself, and God love the 80s. Boy, ain't that the truth, Dawn. The 80s was my day, that's for sure. Definitely. Go visit your ex-mother-in-law. That's pretty funny. I think we all need to go visit Dawn's ex-mother-in-law. Give us all a break. Jennifer had a tongue piercing? Jennifer, you was a wild girl. I didn't go that far, but my kids had to have the belly button piercing. My oldest daughter was the first one. And no, actually, it was my youngest daughter. It was my youngest daughter in high school wanted to get a belly button piercing. And I said, no, absolutely not. But her dad thought, oh, okay, well, he'll work this out. So he makes a deal with her. He says, okay, I'll tell you what, if you get straight A's, you can get your belly button pierced. And he just thought he was so cool. And he's like, oh, there ain't no way, but that's the end of that. Well, don't you know, that kid worked her butt off, got straight A's, brought that report card home, and guess what? He had to pay up. I was just furious with him then because I was totally against it. I guess I was a little like my mom. I'm like, no, just let her wait till she's 18. And I'll tell you what, next thing we knew, the older girl wanted it too. My older daughter wanted a piercing too. So my husband ended up taking them. I didn't go, but he took them. He had to sign the forms and everything because they were under 18 and got their belly buttons pierced. So, and now she has to make sure she puts one in or she forgets and it'll start, starting to close. So I don't know about that. I'm not much of a belly button person at all. And Anita's back. Did you miss it? No, we're just chatting, Anita. You haven't really missed anything. I was showing all my jewelry, and then we all kind of got to chit-chatting, and I don't really know what else I had to show you. I am excited by, I collect and sell coins too. And I have since I was a young age. My dad was a coin collector, and he taught me how to collect coins and got me the books. And so it's just stuck with me all these years. And I did find a Spanish coin in a jewelry bag a couple weeks ago, and it was sitting there, and I just wasn't paying. It's on a real cheap chain here, and it's got like a little, it's almost like a ring that you would put keys on, and it went through the coin. And I didn't pay much attention to it because I thought, oh, it's just something, just some piece of junk. Well, the more I got to looking at it, it actually isn't junk. It's a Spanish coin. And I looked it up online, and it's actually 91.7% gold. So I'm trying to do some more research on this coin. I'm not sure how much it's going to be worth, but I've got to do a little more research on it. And it's from 1702 is the date on it. So I think that it may be legit because it makes me think that somebody had the coin, knew it was worth something, and put it on a chain and said, don't let loose of this, because if you need money someday, this coin is worth something. So keep your fingers crossed for me and hope maybe I might have hit pay dirt on this one. Boy, I'd love to find something that I could really get a fantastic return on. So that's one that I'm going to be, I mainly just deal in American coins. I don't really get into any kind of foreign coins. But when I found this in the jewelry bag, I was like, well, this is interesting. So keep your fingers crossed for me, but maybe I can do a little further research on that. Oh, please, Bianca, wouldn't that be cool? And if I do, I'll share it with y'all and let you know that I got a good return if I do. But I'm excited about that. I want to do a little more research. And I just do y'all get to go in so many directions sometimes you don't know where to stop? And I get so many things. It's like now I've got things I want to list. I took a bunch of pictures yesterday, and I want to do some listings. And then I want to do some research on this coin. And I've got some more coins to list. And it's just... Does anybody else do that? It would give, Dawn says, Cindy, it would give her a nervous breakdown. Let's do it. Who are you going to give a nervous breakdown to, Dawn? Thank you, Anita. I hope it is too. Anita, you're the one that really gets the fines. I'm telling you, I want to borrow your dad so I can get some return on some of these things. I'm like, I need my dad back to help me find some of these things, because he was that same way. He's the one that taught me to be a reseller. I learned it from my dad, and he was a school teacher and coach and principal all of his life, but he always enjoyed reselling on the side. So that's where I get it from. Jewelry Nurse said, that's cool. I got a 1927 silver dollar on a jade necklace the other day. Problem is they put a hole in it. Yeah, that's what this is too, Cindy. And I don't know. I'll have to see. That's what I'm kind of concerned about. Well, is it gonna be worth anything because they put a hole in it? So I don't know. I'll have to find out. You know how that researching goes. Some things you just got to keep digging and digging and digging to get the most information. So Hey, Casey, how you doing? Good to see you. I really enjoyed the auction the other night. I had a lot of fun at April's auction. I was so pleased that you raised so much for April's friend. That was a lot of fun. You're at Buffalo Wings, Wild Wings with your mom. Oh, cool. I finished up my wings the other night. We had them on Super Bowl Sunday. And I had leftovers yesterday, and that's what I had for lunch yesterday was wings. Your ex-mother-in-law, Kathleen. Let me know. Your ex-mother-in-law. I missed something, Dawn. Oh, your ex-mother-in-law would get a nervous breakdown. I gotcha. I gotcha now. I missed some of the chat. I will, Cindy. I'll let you know. I'm going to be doing some more research on that and see if I can't figure out if it is worth substantial money and whether or not the hole drilled in it is going to make it non-sellable. If it devalues it a little bit, I don't mind that so much. But if it devalues it to the point where it's not worth anything, then I don't know what the point was of putting it on a necklace, but anyways, we'll try and figure that out. Let's see here. We got people saying hello. Yeah, Anita has an ex-monster-in-law too. Well, I never did have a mother-in-law, so I guess I was maybe lucky there. My husband's mother had died when he was about 6 years old, so I never really had to contend with that. And I did have, he lived with a foster family, and I did have a foster mother-in-law, and I got along fine with her. So I was thankful for that. And luckily, my husband got along with my mom great. Probably more, got along better with her than I do. I shouldn't say that. I love my mother, but we have very, very different personalities and different styles, and we sometimes do clash, but I love my mother dearly. Ex-mother-in-law. Mom, Casey says, Mom said she has had her in-law for 33 years. Oh, you guys are made. Lori says she made braised tofu. Ooh. With a hot wing sauce on them for Super Bowl Sunday. Tofu? Ooh, I don't know, Lori. I'm not too much of a tofu person. I suppose I could try it if it was cooked and seasoned and flavored enough, but Casey loves tofu. Well, have at it. I'm not sure it's something that I would really like, so... Jewelry nurse says she has 2 sons, so she might be the ex-monster-in-law someday. Oh, I don't see how that could be, Cindy. You're too sweet of a person. I can't imagine any potential daughter-in-laws having a problem with you. Seem to me to be a very easygoing, pleasant person to be around. Love your tofu soup. Oh, you guys and your tofu. Oh, goodness, goodness. There was something else I wanted to show you here. What? I lose my mind. I come online live and then I start chatting and getting involved and I forget. Oh, I know what I was going to tell you. It wasn't showing you. I was going to tell you. I've mentioned before that I am signed up to be on the MSP auction on March 2nd, and I'll be on there with Creative Lori. Dwayne has us set up together. I didn't think I could fill up a whole auction, so I had asked Dwayne, could he find somebody else to do it with me? And there had been some talk that maybe Carla was going to try and get in. And then Dwayne notified me that he had signed up that Lori had signed up to do it on March 2nd. So I'm really looking forward to that. I hope that y'all tune in. Now, the caveat is I'm not going to be doing jewelry. This auction is actually other items that I've collected. I'm going to start. In fact, it's on my little calendar today. You can't see it, but it says start getting things ready for auction. And I'm going to have cameras. I have a bunch of the old Instamatic cameras. I think I have about 4 of those that will be in a lot that I'm going to sell. I have some really, really old pictures in a huge lot. There must be 200 pictures or more in this lot. I've got 3 vintage Whiting and Davis mesh purses that I'm going to auction off. And what else? I wrote them all down here because I knew I would forget. Oh, and my husband collected knives, and I'm going to begin to sell some of his lot knives. So I've got a lot of knives that I'm going to get ready. And, oh, and Dawn will probably like this. Probably other people too, but I have a gorgeous lucite purse that I'm ready to let go of. I've enjoyed it for ever since I got it, and now I would like to just pass it on to somebody else to totally enjoy it. So I've just lucite purse also to auction off, and I think that gives me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lots. So, and I think then along with whatever Lori's got, and I think Lori and I are going to kind of get together on what we've got. So I know, Lori, I can't wait either. I'm excited and a little nervous because this is not jewelry. So I'm hoping that I've got, you know, some lots that maybe people would be interested in. So I just wanted to give you a head up. And I will be taking pictures. I'll get them posted on Facebook so people can take a look and see if it's something that they, you know, might be interested in. So the lucite purse were going for big bucks a couple of years ago. Yeah, I had noticed that, Cindy, and I loved it so much. I've had it sitting out, and I loved it so much that I've just been enjoying it and just kind of waiting for, you know, the time to get rid of it. And I thought, well, this would be a perfect time. And it would hopefully go to, you know, somebody that will love it as much as I've loved it. Oh, thanks, Casey. I hope so. I'm the type that I get nervous before. Once I'm on, I'm fine. But the nerves before just drive me crazy. I was like that with interviews, going into an interview. And before, I would just be a nervous wreck. And it was like the minute I walked through that door and sat down, I was cool, calm, and collected. But boy, not before that. I was a nervous wreck. Yeah, Lori, I hope so. I'm going to try and start getting them ready. Anita says she's a lucite purse fan. Yeah, I am too, Anita. And it was the first one. Actually, it's the second one that I came across, but the first one is really beat up. So I wouldn't sell it to anybody. Somebody had it somewhere where there was a lot of heat, and the bottom of it's got kind of bowed. So it's just not in what I would call sellable shape. So I'll just keep it. And hi, Shelly Belia. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. I hate to butcher anybody's name. Well, thank you, Shelly. I appreciate that. I always feel like I'm amongst friends on here. I just, you know, I'm going to get sentimental here, I guess, or kind of sappy. But, you know, this community has brought me back to life. And I can relate to a lot of pain and suffering that we go through in life. And it's taken me a long time. My husband dying really knocked the crap out of me. And we had been married 33 years. And I continued on working for about 5 more years after he died. And it was a struggle. It really was. I just lost my enthusiasm. It was just, well, you all going through that. You know what I'm talking about. You know what it is. And to find this community, just, it's changed everything for me. I mean, you know, it's just, I know that I can come on here and find friends and find people with similar interests. And it's opened up a whole new world. And my career with the Department of Corrections has just kind of left me kind of jaded. I tell you, when you're working with that kind of stuff, it really can bring you down over the years, and you get a little hardened and a little jaded. And it just, it was hard. It was hard when I retired, even though I knew I was having health issues that I really don't want to go into. I do have diagnosed mental health issues, which I'm not afraid to say that, because I think the stigma needs to be taken off of that, because it doesn't mean that we're crazy. It doesn't mean we're not intelligent. It just means that we have a disability just like anybody else would have. And when I retired, I really lost my way. I felt like I had no purpose. I mean, I had been in this 9-to-5 grind for 40 years, and I had no purpose. I had no purpose anymore. At least I felt like that. And finding this reselling community, it just kind of came on. Actually, I started doing my coins. I got more into my coins. And as I started listing the coins on eBay, that was about the time I started really getting interested in YouTube. And it was just like somebody opened a door and I was in a Walt Disney movie, with the birds tweeting and the flowers coming out and the sun shining. And I thought, oh my God, people are sharing all this information and they're not asking any money for it. They're not begging you. They're not trying to backstab you. They're just trying to help you be more successful. And that totally blew my mind. I haven't been exposed to this kind of generosity before. So I'm going on and on. I'll get off my soapbox, but I just wanted you all to know that this community does mean a lot to me, and it has helped and softened me as a person, and to be more kind and sharing with people. And however, I'm not sure what I have to share, because I'm maybe just my personality and hopefully my positive attitude, because I certainly don't have the knowledge that some of you all have. I mean, I can, in my hand, I mean, you got Anita, Dawn, Angie, Tanya. I mean, y'all really know your stuff. And you got Thelma, which is just a plethora of information when you watch her. So, I mean, I'm not by any means anybody that can really share a lot of knowledge and information with you, but I can tell you that I enjoy the fact that you share it with me, and I'm absorbing it like a sponge. Oh, Carol, you're so sweet. Carol said just being you is our gift. Thank you, Carol. Yeah, Angie said you have to reinvent yourself when you retire. Exactly. Exactly, Angie. And and I am getting to this point that I really do feel like I'm becoming the person that I was really supposed to be. And especially after my husband died, I mean, not everybody's married, but if you have been married, it's like you just get cut in half. And part of that is just gone, and you lose your identity. You don't really realize till you lose that person how much of your identity is caught up in that person. And it's very hard. You feel like you lose your identity. You kind of lose your self-esteem. You get distracted. It's just really hard. And then you retire and you feel even more worthless. And I feel like I'm starting to get to the point where I am reinventing myself, and I'm finding out what I truly like, what I want to do. And I'm just enjoying the heck out of it. I just can't tell you what a good place I'm in now. And it took a long time to get here. So for any of those of you all out there that think you're never going to get there, you will. Trust me, you will. And it may be painful and hard along the way, but you'll get there. One step at a time, one bite at a time, And you're going to wake up one day and realize how far you've come. Instead of looking at how far you want to go, you look at how far you've come. And I think that's at that point. I'm at that point now, and I'm excited about life again. I'm looking forward to the future. I'm looking forward to my business and growing it and trying to make more money, because I actually need the money. Believe it or not, I don't just do this for the fun of it. Even though I'm retired, I am very fortunate. I have a pension coming from my state job, and I have a Social Security coming from my husband. So, you know, financially, I can pay my bills, but that's about it. Because when you retire, you lose a little bit of, you know, your income. So this just really helps me. And it helps me to be able to save money and feel like I'm in a little better space at the end of the month. So I do this job to make money. And I don't know if I'll ever get 1,000 subscribers to make money on YouTube, but I'm not too worried about that because this is fun. Now, doing the YouTube stuff, I'm finding my niche and finding my place where I fit, and I'm enjoying it. So Angie said I should be a motivational speaker. Well, I'll tell you the truth. I actually did trainings most of my career with the Department of Corrections. I was very much involved with the finances and the data input. And as technology got more and more vital, most people didn't know how to use it. They didn't know how to get the information out of our system. We went into a new system, and I would be part of teams. And a lot of times I did them by myself. Sometimes we'd have a team of 3 or 4 of us, and then sometimes I would be by myself. So I did do a lot of trainings. And believe me, you have to try to be a little motivating when you're talking about finances and accounting. Boring. I'm a little bit of a nerd, so I was all interested and excited about it. But a lot of the people, I mean, you could just tell. You could see when you look out at all the people, and they're just like, they get that glazed over look in their eyes, and you're just like, oh man, they're not getting it. They're not getting it. So you have to come up with creative ways to, you know, get that point across and to get them to be interested in what you're saying. So I actually do have a little bit of experience with talking to people and doing trainings, although I don't know how motivated to do math they would say they were, but that was some of my background. I did do trainings over the years, so yeah, it's funny. Lynn B says her mom is 77 years old and still works 5 days a week. Yeah, Lynn, you know, you can't stop. I think that's the problem, is you just, you know, you retire like with me, but I got to be doing something. And I can see myself, Lynn, doing this until I'm 77. This brought me out of the doldrums because I just had no routine or function. And this has just helped me to feel like I'm working. I feel vital again. I feel like I'm, you know, contributing to myself and to society, and it just makes me feel a lot better. I'm just not a person that could just retire and lay on the beach all day. That's just not me. I can't do it. Oh, Lori says her client's there, over 20 minutes late. She's got to go. All right, Lori, you have a good day. I hope your meeting goes well with your client, and I will talk to you soon. Angie said she could see herself doing this for another year at most. Yeah, Angie, you've been doing this for a long time. You just have so much knowledge. I'd hate to see you leave, Angie, but I can understand you wanting to change. I totally get that. And I think we would all be very, very sad if you went away. I mean, you wouldn't really go away, but if you stopped doing your videos, you know, that would be sad. If you, you know, stop doing your business and your videos, I'm sure we would all still see you, but we just wouldn't get to see your videos all the time. And that would be sad to me. But you know, it's not about me. It's about you and what you feel you need to do for your own well-being and your soul. Bianca said, I don't even know when to go live. My hubby is here the most of the time, and I hate the thought he is sitting there and listening all the time as I try to speak English. It makes me nervous. Oh, Bianca, I get it. I don't do these lives in front of my daughter for that same reason, because she makes me nervous. So I don't mind if we watch the playback together, but if I don't like for her to be here when I'm live. So I totally get that. I don't blame you for that. Shelly says she's got to go. Or no, Lori's saying goodbye to Shelly. Me too. I used to hate when my husband was in the room too, Jewelry Nurse said. Oh, Cindy's got to go to work. Well, Cindy, I hope you have a rest of your Tuesday. I hope you have a good Tuesday and things go well. And Carol said, Angie is addicted to jewelry. She isn't leaving us. We won't let her. I know, Carol. That's why I have my doubts. She may be able to close her shop, but to leave jewelry, and I don't think Angie can do that. I really don't. I'm so glad that you came in, Cindy. So good to see you, and I look forward to seeing your videos. Of course, Jewelry Nurse is another channel to check out. She has great jewelry hauls, and then she's started her auction, I want to say on Sundays at 4. Correct me if the time's wrong, but I think she's been doing them at 3 or 4 on Sundays. And I enjoy those two. I kind of go back and forth between Cindy and Elizabeth because they're both on about the same time. So I get overwhelmed sometimes because there's so many people I want to watch, and there's just not enough hours in the day to watch everybody. So I find myself at night going to sleep with my tablet, catching up on all the YouTube videos. Bianca said, Angie would miss us too, so she will not leave us. Yeah, I agree, Bianca. Angie, you just can't leave. You could close up your store and you can stop doing videos, but you still have to come into the chats and share all of your jewelry. You keep saying you've shown all your jewelry, and I know that's not true. I bet if you got under that bed and pulled out everything there, it would be like you too. I think that's kind of fun. I don't know how y'all do it when you get your jewelry hauls and you open the bag and do it. I mean, oh my goodness, I just don't think I'm going to have the patience to do that. And I separate everything out, and you're going to laugh. When I open a jewelry bag, it takes me about a week to get the mess cleaned up after I've opened it. So for me to kind of do them all in one condensed thing, I just can't. I'm going to try to do some, but don't look for me to be that high tech with opening the jewelry bags. I kind of like to just show you individual pieces and show you that. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love precious metals. I love precious gems and stones, but I've always been guided by my taste and what I enjoy. So when I look at jewelry, I purchase things that I like, that I find joy. I sound like Marie Kondo now, but it's things that I find joy in that I enjoy. And then sometimes the icing on the cake is I find out they are worth money. But a lot of the time it's just because it's something that I like. So I'm not, I'm a very, I don't discriminate. Put it that way. Yes, Bianca, that's what I think. Angie could show us all of what she's got again, and it would still be like new. So think about that, Angie. You know, you could just reinvent yourself. Bring out your old stash, and it would be like new. The under the bed store. Yep. Well, I'm going to let you all go. I have so enjoyed chatting with everybody today. It really perked my day up. And I'm going to list as soon as I get done with this video. I took a bunch of pictures yesterday, and I'm going to do nothing but list until about supper time. So I've got about 2 or 3 more hours here to get some good work in. So I hope you all have a terrific Thursday. Thank you so much for coming in and joining me today on your coffee break. And I will hopefully see you all soon. I'm going to say goodbye from downtown St. Pete. Have a terrific Tuesday. Bye, y'all.